This bag costs $5,000. But the leather started as a single cowhide in a French tannery.
What happens between those two moments takes 1,000 steps and hands that trained for decades.
This is the Louis Vuitton Atelier in Asnières, France, the birthplace of luxury leather goods.
In 1859, Louis Vuitton himself built this workshop on the banks of the Seine River.
165 years later, it's still producing the world's most coveted handbags. Inside, over 300 artisans work across multiple floors, each one a specialist.
The average artisan here has worked for Louis Vuitton for over 15 years.
Cutters, stitchers, edge painters, assemblers. Each role takes years to master.
Part of this building is still the original Vuitton family home, now a private museum. These original trunks inspired everything the brand still makes today.
New designs are still sketched by hand here before any production begins. Every curve, every stitch placement, decided in this room first.
Next door, millions of dollars worth of leather waits to become handbags. But to understand the $5,000 price tag, we need to start with the leather itself. Louis Vuitton leather comes from cattle raised in specific regions of France and Spain.
These animals are raised without barbed wire fencing. Wire scars ruin luxury leather.
Only hides without insect bites, scars, or stretch marks qualify. That's maybe 1 in 10.
Selected hides travel to tanneries that have operated for over 200 years. Here, the leather is vegetable tanned, a process that takes 6 weeks minimum. Oak bark, chestnut, mimosa, natural tannins that give leather its strength and patina.
Chrome tanning takes hours. Vegetable tanning takes weeks. Louis Vuitton chooses weeks.
The leather is stretched and dried slowly. Rushing creates inconsistent thickness.
Each hide absorbs dye differently. Color matching across bags requires master eyes.
Under magnification, you can see the grain that separates cheap leather from luxury.
Inspectors reject over 6% of hides. One flaw means one rejection.
Approved leather is wrapped like fine art. A single scratch now costs thousands.
Temperature-controlled trucks deliver leather to the atelier. Heat damages the grain.
When leather arrives here, it's already survived a journey most hides never complete.
Now the real transformation begins. But first, there's another material to understand.
This isn't leather, it's coated canvas. And it's Louis Vuitton's most recognizable material.
The canvas is woven in a secret facility. The exact location has never been disclosed. Cotton and linen fibers are woven into a specific weight. Too heavy or light, it's rejected. A PVC coating makes the canvas waterproof. This technique dates back to 1896. The monogram pattern must align perfectly. 1 millimeter off and the whole roll fails.
Every meter of canvas is inspected by human eyes. Machines miss too much.
The damier pattern came first, 1888. The monogram followed 8 years later.
Canvas is stress tested to survive 50 years of daily use. Most bags outlive their owners.
Artist collaborations require new canvas production. each one a separate manufacturing challenge.
Canvas is aged for months before use. Fresh material behaves unpredictably.
Canvas and leather, two materials, thousands of steps still ahead. Now the cutting begins.
The cutting room is where $5,000 bags are won or lost.
A master cutter studies each hide for minutes before making a single cut.
That tiny mark, it would end up right on the front of the bag. That section is rejected.
Templates are arranged like a puzzle. Wasting leather wastes money and resources. The cut must be perfect the first time. Leather doesn't forgive hesitation.
A single speedy bag requires 34 separate leather pieces, each one cut by hand.
Canvas cuts differently than leather. Too much pressure and the coating cracks.
Every piece is sorted and labeled. One misplaced component delays an entire bag.
Edges are skived thinner where pieces will overlap. This prevents bulky seams.
Every piece is measured. More than half a millimeter off means starting over.
Tiny marks show exactly where stitches will go. These guides disappear in the final bag.
Internal reinforcements are cut for high-stress areas. You'll never see these in the finished bag.
Some edges are glued before stitching. The adhesive holds pieces during sewing.
When cutting is complete, a single bag's worth of pieces fills an entire tray. Now these flat pieces will become three-dimensional. The stitchers are waiting. The stitching room, where flat leather transforms into the Louis Vuitton bags you see in stores.
These machines are custom built for Louis Vuitton. You can't buy them anywhere.
The thread is waxed linen. Stronger than cotton, it ages beautifully over decades.
The first stitch determines everything. If it's wrong, the whole bag will be crooked.
Some seams use saddle stitching, 2 needles, completely by hand, like it's 1854.
A single stitcher works on one bag for 8 to 10 hours. No switching mid-project.
One slip and the needle goes through your finger. It happens. Rarely.
With each seam, flat leather becomes something you could hold. Something with depth.
Corners get extra stitches. This is where cheap bags fail first. Louis Vuitton doesn't.
The lining goes in next. Cotton canvas that matches the exterior perfectly.
Handle attachment takes an hour alone. These joints will carry everything you put inside.
Count the stitches. They're exactly the same distance apart. No machines could do this.
Every handle is pulled hard before approval. If it stretches, the bag fails.
Zippers are sourced from one Swiss manufacturer, Riri, the best in the world.
Inside matters as much as outside. Loose threads mean rework. No shortcuts. Every Louis Vuitton bag gets a date code. This tells you where and when it was made.
The body is complete. But without hardware, it's still not a Louis Vuitton.
Before hardware goes on, every seam is inspected one more time. Almost there.
Now comes the metal, the locks, the feet, the details that catch light and eyes. Louis Vuitton hardware is cast in solid brass, not plated, not hollow, solid.
This lock design hasn't changed since 1890. Some originals still work perfectly.
Every piece of hardware is polished by hand before installation. Fingerprints are the enemy.
Locks are tested 10 times minimum. A stuck lock destroys a $5,000 sale.
Hardware goes on with special screws. Once attached, these never come off. Metal feet protect the bottom. Set it down anywhere. The leather never touches ground.
Even the zipper pull is engraved. Touch it blind and you'd know it's Louis Vuitton.
Now the edges. This step separates luxury from everything else.
Edge paint seals the leather and prevents fraying. It takes years to master this stroke.
3 coats minimum, each one thinner than paper. Each one must dry completely.
Heat burnishing seals everything together. That glossy edge is leather and paint fused as one.
Every surface is cleaned, even areas customers will never touch. Protective film covers all hardware. It stays on until the Louis Vuitton bag reaches its owner.
The dust bag goes on, hand-stitched with the Louis Vuitton name, luxury on luxury.
After 15 to 20 hours of human labor, the Louis Vuitton bag is technically finished, but not yet approved.
Every Louis Vuitton bag must pass final inspection. 40% fail the first time.
Inspectors check over 100 points on every single Louis Vuitton bag. Nothing is assumed perfect.
Every stitch is examined. One uneven gap means the Louis Vuitton bag goes back for rework.
Zippers must glide perfectly. Any resistance? Back to the stitching room.
Hardware is inspected at multiple angles. Light reveals scratches humans miss otherwise.
Rejected Louis Vuitton bags wait here. Some need minutes of rework. Some need hours.
Color must match the master sample exactly. Leather varies, the standard doesn't.
Louis Vuitton bags are weighted to test if they hold their shape. Sagging means structural failure.
Inspectors feel inside with bare fingers. They find flaws eyes can't see.
When a Louis Vuitton bag passes, it gets the green tag. This Louis Vuitton bag is ready for the world. Into the iconic orange box. From raw leather to retail ready. But what does this really cost?
A Louis Vuitton bag that costs maybe $300 to make sells for $5,000. Here's why.
That markup isn't greed. It's everything that goes into getting the Louis Vuitton bag to this shelf.
The artisan making your Louis Vuitton bag trained for years. Some apprenticed for a decade before touching a bag alone.
This atelier costs millions to maintain. Climate control, equipment, security, every year. 60% of leather is rejected. You pay for the quality that remains.
Louis Vuitton owns its stores worldwide. Prime real estate in every major city.
Billions spent on marketing, creating desire, maintaining exclusivity, building the dream.
But here's what critics miss. A 50-year-old Louis Vuitton still works. Most bags last 5.
Resale value holds, sometimes increases. Your $5,000 doesn't disappear.
Counterfeits cost $50 because they skip every step that matters. They fall apart in months.
You're not buying leather and thread. You're buying 15 hours of a master's life.
1,000 steps, hundreds of hands, decades of expertise. That's what sits inside every orange box.
The next time you see someone carrying a Louis Vuitton, you'll know the journey it survived.
155 years of craft, still happening today, in the same building, by human hands.
$5,000, 15 hours, one bag. Now you've seen what most people never will.
The Hall of Mirrors, perhaps the most iconic room in all of Versailles, was designed to showcase the power and wealth of the French monarchy.